Good Tuesday evening, everyone. Welcome to Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and this is another second of a beta test on the evening video forecast discussions just to get a glimpse or a feeling basically from the general public if we should continue to do these in the evening as well as the mornings. Now, the evening ones are going to be shorter and we'll hone in on forecast details over a 24 or 48 hour period rather than just the extended as well. And this is the evening video forecast discussion for a rather cloudy and somewhat cool Tuesday, the 14th of April 2015. It was a rather cloudy and cool day across the region today as compared to that of Monday afternoon, but temperatures still managed to get into the 60s in many areas, even with the cloud cover. Subsurface or the subcloud bases, the air was too dry, so most of the precipitation that we'll show you in a minute that was falling across central and southern New Jersey and the Delmarva, a lot of that really didn't reach the ground until you got south of, let's say, northern Delaware here. And well, there's a few sprinkles out there this evening, but this gives you an idea. Now, the 81-degree temperature here in parts of where is this located here? This is Kennedy International Airport. That is a mistake. So that is definitely something where the technicians have to go out and check that. And temperatures were generally not in the 70s today at these locations, but did primarily run in the 60s across many of the interior regions. Cooler once again along the coast. Latest evening visible satellite imagery shows a lot of the mid-level cloud cover, mid and low-level cloud cover across the region this evening. And does look like the atmosphere is trying to show us that there's a signal here where we have isentropic lift or at least some warming in the upper layers of the clouds here by the cool colors of blue across the region. And the radar is pretty lit up too across the southern regions here. And we'll show you that in just a moment. We can get into that right now. See, quite a lot of rain is showing up with the lifting. However, the subcloud bases, or the layers below 925 millibars or 3,000 feet, are too dry, so the raindrops are really virga, evaporating before they reach the ground. Of course, some of this is actual rain, which is reaching the ground around Atlantic City and parts of the Delmarva region as a wave of low pressure, and a couple of other waves of low pressure move east along the frontal boundary. Evening surface chart from weatherroanoke.com and digital atmosphere software shows the cold front clearly now passed through southern Delaware here and into portions of Maryland and Virginia's. And a wave of low pressure here just to the south along the frontal boundary, still producing a little bit of inherent lift here. So there are spottier showers. Most of the moderate to heavier showers that were across this region here are now exiting to the east as a dome of high pressure wedges and builds in from the north to the southeast across the forecast region tonight. So improving conditions for central and northern New Jersey overnight. Wanted to give you a clear idea of where we're looking at here. This is basically a profile in the atmosphere where over Newark, New Jersey. This is where the red line is where the temperature is in Fahrenheit, and this is the dew point here. This is very dry air in many regions, around 700 millibars or 10,000 feet. It moistens a little bit near 800 millibars, and then it dries out completely. So lots of clouds around the region with improving conditions, but very dry air below 10,000 feet. And again, just below 925 millibars, which is about 3,000 feet. So that's why we're having clouds, but no precipitation. Anything that seems to be falling from the radar is virga. Reflectivity forecast from the HRR model, the high resolution rapid refresh model, shows where the light rain is occurring, where the moderate rain might be down around Baltimore and Maryland and southern portions of Delaware early this evening, and then that will move out to sea. And I don't even think we'll see sprinkles around south of Long Island or even the coastal regions tomorrow, but it's possible, or especially early in the morning. Everything looks like it's just going to clear out nicely, and tomorrow's going to be a precipitation-free day for everyone with gorgeous weather conditions. And the NAM plays it out this way from the late afternoon run. Lots of clouds around the region, but starting to dry out with the lighter grays here on the northwestern side here in northwestern New Jersey and the coastal areas too during the morning hours into tomorrow. And it looks like tomorrow is just going to be an absolutely gorgeous day with just some scattered high clouds around the region. And then, well, as we get into Friday, that's another story. Clouds increase, isotropic lift, and widely scattered showers begin to develop across the region, but we'll get into that in just a moment. NAM 4 kilometer product, a reflectivity product here, shows the drying process. It's going to be ongoing. Just gorgeous weather for tomorrow on Wednesday and Thursday, and we're going to bring it back up with isentropic lift, southeast onshore wind, and dry conditions for most of Friday, but we could be introducing some rain showers, or this would be for later Thursday afternoon. Most of this would probably be in the form of very light rain around here, scattered about the region by Friday afternoon. This will give you a broad scale view, the 500 millibar analysis in water vapor from yesterday afternoon right through this morning. Here is our multitude of disturbances lifting through with the closed low that is beginning to open up. But the one thing that is imperative here over the next several days into the weekend too is the subtropical branch of the jet stream with high active volatility here in the forecast, because we're in a confluent flow here where streams are convergent flow where streams are meeting here. The polar and the subtropical branches here are meeting. So we're going to find disturbances within these branches here kind of moving up in our direction from time to time, and that means that the forecast is going to be challenging on precipitation timing and location throughout the weekend. Now, it's not going to be a washout. This is currently right now what you're looking at this evening at around 7 o'clock. So one disturbance is moving through the flow here, and then high pressure building in. But the idea here is that the subtropical jet stream is very active, and as we get into the weekend, periods of pockets of precipitation will be occurring. Most of the weekend will be dry for the most part. It's not going to be a complete washout, but there are some indications on some of the models of the timing of these disturbances as they move through the general flow. GFS late afternoon run takes that wave of low pressure off the coast. There goes the rain, the sunshine building in as high pressure begins to build in across the Great Lakes, ridging down into the northern mid-Atlantic region, keeps this wave of low pressure away from the region. The high will continue to build down, and as it does so, nice weather actually right through Thursday and even into early Friday. Could be an outlier isentropic lift shower to the west of the forecast region during Friday morning, and perhaps even around the northern New Jersey area Friday morning as well around dawn. Most of the weather will be rather benign. We're not looking at any significant precipitation. Then a cold front attached with low pressure over southeastern Canada will be approaching on Saturday afternoon. The front will begin to come through and then probably just stall out to the south as high pressure is building in again. Confluent flow here, convergent flow, subtropical jet stream energy, and polar energy here modified in nature, but the front shows that it's going to stall up. A wave of low pressure develops along it, and that means that we could be developing some rain around here as the cold front comes through, first of all on Saturday evening. So most of Saturday now looks dry like we talked about this morning, and then rain showers on the light side through Sunday morning, and then it looks like the front will kind of stall out a little bit here, a wave of low pressure developing along it in the Ohio and Tennessee River Valley area, moving up along the region and provide us with pockets of light to moderate rain across the region. Now, as we get into Sunday night and Monday, again, we have basically a little bit of a signature here where the front is stalled out and waves of low pressure moving along the front. So we can find periods of wet weather in some regions and dry weather in other regions. And finally, the primary low develops and moves up towards the Great Lakes region on a Monday morning. And high pressure is vacating with the signature here, with the cold air damming signature here over southeastern New England. And it just provides us with rain showers on Monday, and then drying conditions by Monday evening and into early Tuesday as the storm system really just continues to evolve in such a way that it becomes closed off and occluded. And hopefully that most of the weather should be relatively benign during this period, but there's going to be spokes of energy running through this flow, and I don't think the models are actually capturing that correctly at this time. So that's it for Everything Live. It's Garden State Weather, gardenstateweather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Thanks for watching us tonight, and we'll be back in your daily video forecast discussion tomorrow morning.